K93 Alexandria's #1 hit music station. Joining us is actor Marc Menchaca, who plays Zachariah Moss in the new Yellowstone spin-off series Dutton Ranch. Marc, good morning. Thanks for calling in.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So thanks for joining the show this morning. You're now joining the Yellowstone universe. What's most excited about becoming part of that world?
I mean, getting to work with some real deal cowboys and playing out my childhood dream. The best thing about it.
So you said your childhood dream. So have you spent much time around ranches and horses or cowboy culture before this role, or was there much of a learning curve?
I grew up in Texas. Grew up working on farms and ranches, and at one point wanted to be a rodeo cowboy, and that didn't pan out for me.
Well, maybe it did in a way.
Kind of the best of both worlds. Yeah.
So where does your character Zachariah kind of fit into the Dutton Ranch story, and what can fans expect from you this season?
Well, I get picked up by Rip coming out of prison. His ranch foreman. He was a kid when I went in, but I knew him very well, and his father was kind of a second father to me, and he knew I was getting out, and they needed help on the ranch, so I hopped on with Rip, maybe a little skeptically, and then we kind of quickly form an alliance, and Beth ends up solidifying that for me. And then you find out why I went to prison, an accidental thing with my ex-partner, and I think there's still some stuff to come out about what happened in that accident.
Oh, I mean, everyone knows these shows are hugely popular. Why do you think audiences continue to connect so strongly with the stories set in the Yellowstone universe?
I mean, I think everybody wants to be a cowboy.
That's right. I think so too. I mean, yeah.
That's part of it. And I think there's something that's just ingrained in everyone that people want that sense of community that happens in small towns all across America. I think, we kind of saw that with Friday Night Lights. I think people just loved seeing the relationship between Rip and Beth, very raw and intense and sweet.
Yeah.
And then they work through things together, and then you get a few guns in there, which I know America loves. Get a few guns and a little bit of booze, and
It's your hit show.
and then some cute girls. And I mean, what can you not like about it?
So you've appeared many other shows as well, like Homeland, Ozark, The Sinner, Black Mirror, Jack Ryan. What role that you've been in has challenged you the most?
I loved Ozark. That's still one of my favorites. But the one I did after that with Jason Bateman was The Outsider, and that was just an absolute ball to do. I mean, it was a very dark character. There were a lot of troubling things in Jack's life, and it was just there was a lot to chew on with that part. It wasn't as it didn't have as many viewers as Ozark did, but it was one of my favorite parts that I've ever played. It was a great part to get out of. I was like, when it was done,
It's done.
Yeah.
there was a weight taken off of me.
Well, I mean, speaking of having a weight taken off of you, whenever you're not filming, what's your ideal way to spend a day off?
I mean, I usually spend my days off with my wife. We're both actors, and so when we have days off that we're not, neither of us is working, we just like to hang out and we obviously have to work away from each other quite a bit. And then I would say one of our favorite things to do is we have a farm upstate New York. And we go up there, and I get to go out and mess with my cows and
Well, you're still a cowboy.
Do some manual labor.
You're still a cowboy. Come on.
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing about Dutton Ranch is I'm learning about being a cattle rancher while I'm on the job. So.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, you got to live your lifelong
Perks of the
dream.
job.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. You still living the dream, man.
Yeah. If I just stayed alive in most things, that may I'd die a lot.
Well, I mean, you're not like Sean Bean, but it's,
Yeah.
I know you're an actor. Your wife's an actor as well. You probably don't want to watch TV when you don't have time off, I guess. But are you binge watching any shows right now?
Well, I don't. I like to watch things that I'm in by myself.
Okay.
Because I will just continually criticize myself. I'm fine watching whatever she's done with her, but I like to watch my own stuff just by myself, where I can beat myself up and then go back and try to do it better.
I get that for
Yeah.
sure.
We just started watching Widow's Bay. It's great. It's so good. And The Diplomat we watched. I did, when we first met, I made her watch Friday Night Lights with me.
No, that is a good show.
And that was based on one of my high school rival teams.
Really?
I mean, the original movie was.
I remember
they
the
adapted
movie.
The series from.
Yeah.
So that was kind of my growing up. I was like, this is the best representation of what my life was like when I was a kid.
We've been talking with actor Marc Menchaca. You can see him as Zachariah Moss in the new Yellowstone spinoff Dutton Ranch. New episodes air on Fridays on Paramount Network and Paramount Plus. Marc, it's been great talking with you. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, we sure appreciate you.
Yeah, great talking with y'all.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye.